This comes to us from Eurogamer. They said Daredevil's Charlie Cox feels like a total fraud following Clair Obscur Expedition 33 praise. A must, Gustav. And if you missed it, there was a clip that came out the other day. Let me actually start with that. I first saw it over here with Culture Crave. They said Charlie Cox on his role in Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Apparently, the game is awesome. I'm not a gamer. I haven't played it. My agent asked me if I wanted to go do a voiceover. I was in the studio for 4 hours. People keep saying congratulations, and I feel like a total fraud. And we have the video of it, and this video is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing because this guy, I don't get this enough. Like, honesty is so refreshing. He's so humble. He's just like, yeah, guys, I was there for 4 hours. Please stop trying to crown me as a hero. I'm like, bro, I love you even more for saying this because this is the way you got to be. He's not like, oh, it took a lot of work. It's like, bro, come on. Just be real. Be honest. So here we go.
Just very, very quickly, and I don't mean to minimize it in any way, and it's so cool. Apparently the game is awesome. I'm not a gamer. I have no idea. I haven't played it. My agent asked me if I wanted to go and do a voiceover. I was in the studio for 4 hours maybe, and people keep saying how amazing it is and congratulations, and I feel like a total fraud. But I'm so thrilled for the company. I'm so thrilled it did really well. That was it.
That's cool. Thank you.
Just FYI, ask someone else a question. I feel uncomfortable.
So that was from Culture Crave, specifically showcasing Charlie saying it from his own mouth, telling you not to crowd him as some sort of hero because he was there for 4 hours. Anyways, back on Eurogamer. Said actor Charlie Cox may be known to many people in these parts for voicing Gustav in Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which, quick side note, I know every time we talk about this game, I always say this, but guys, it is one of the greatest games I've played. Like there's no like qualifier. It's like it is one of the greatest. Like for the rest of my life, I will live my whole life and I will be like, when I think of the top 10 games, Clair Obscur is going to be there. That's how good it was. And I'm still thinking about it now, weeks after it's gone. Like, it was such a great experience. And if you don't know anything about it, if you didn't watch me play it at all, if you've never seen anyone play it or watched the trailer, most people, I would imagine, if you like a good story and a good game, you're going to be blown away by it. But even though the game has been met with critical acclaim, he personally feels like a total fraud. Why? Because it turns out that the actor recorded most of his lines in only about 4 hours as part of a voiceover gig set up by his agent, which when I hear that, it tells me just how much work goes into the voice acting preparation and the script writing and setting everything up to make sure all the lines are in a row to go through and organized so that they can be inserted into the game and going through everything to accurately put it into it in 4 hours. Imagine the amount of time, the weeks leading up to it, the prep work, just to get that script together for him to just read all the lines, which he didn't do anything. He just comes in and just reads it, which is crazy. In a clip that has been circulating around social media, which I just showed you guys, Cox revealed that he is not a gamer, and while he does not want to minimize Clair Obscur Expedition 33 in any way, he actually hasn't played it himself, which to me, again, that's crazy to me. Even if you're not a gamer, to know that there's a game that people are just like championing, like, oh, it's amazing. Even if you're not a gamer, even if you hate video games, you are literally the voice actor in it. Wouldn't you be like, you know what? I'll make an exception here. I'll give this a shot. I'll figure it out. Probably get a free game code from the company if I want it. I'm not if you have to buy it. Sure, I'll check it out. Why not? It's crazy to me. Crazy. Apparently the game is awesome, Cox said in the clip, which was filmed during Washington State SummerCon 2025. The actor who currently portrays Matt Murdock, Daredevil, in the Marvel Universe, added he is thrilled for developer Sandfall Interactive and the success the game has had. People keep saying how amazing it is, Cox said. All in all, it's a pretty wholesome little video. You can check it out, which, like I said, we already watched here. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 released back in April, and in May, the developer revealed it had passed a fitting milestone of 3.3 million copies sold. I think that was in 33 days too? Something like that. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 sold 3.3 million copies in 33 days, something like that. In the time since, Sandfall Interactive has said it is exploring new content, accessibility features, and all sorts of bits and bobs for future game updates. Like, that's one of those games. I don't typically revisit a game once I'm done with it, but that's a game where I want to go back to the New Game Plus. And if they add additional side quests and additional content and DLC, I'll be there for it. I will. I would love that. I would love that. And it's so easy. They could just add a spot on the map and they could just have a whole new DLC area that you go to. That'd be awesome. Clair Obscur may be painting with a limited color palette, but the result is a bold and striking vision, reads Eurogamer's 4-star Clair Obscur Expedition 33 review. Was it 4 stars out of 5? Which to me, that's pretty brutal. Should have been 5. To me, it is one of the few. I would dare say it is a 10 out of 10 game. It is one of the few as close to perfect games you can play. Like, there is no part of it where I'm like, this, I don't want to do this part, or it's kind of tiring here. It's like, nope. Every single time I wanted to go back to it and play it, and it was so rewarding. Every battle I look forward to. Every storyline that they talked, I was just like, oh, it was amazing. Everything about the game was so great. I just love just reminiscing about it right now. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the sauce. But yeah, going back to Charlie Cox and what what he was saying on the interview here, I thought it was amazing. The Desert Bro says, bro perfectly recorded a shit ton of emotionally heavy content in 4 hours. And then gotcha VAs from America are out complaining about nonsensical BS and mad of being replaced by AI because they can't get the job done for a few anime characters. Oh, God, that's perfect. Sir Pugslot, if it only took 4 hours, it means he nailed most of his line on the first try. Dude is being humbled AF. Absolutely. Which, by the way, many of you guys might not know, I am a voice actor in a game as well. It's not a big popular game. It's an indie project. It's a game called Meteor Mess 3D. It's a fan remake of Maniac Mansion in a 3D world. And I voice act the character of Jeff. And there is a lot of lines of reading. Like, they sent me Excel spreadsheet of all the lines I had to read. And it took weeks of hours on hours upon hours of reading and getting it right, because I would read it and I would mess it up myself. And I'd be like, oh, I need to redo this line. I want to get it right. So I'd go through it. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. I'm not a voice actor. I'm not a professional by any means, but it was an honor to be a part of that game. But the reason why I bring it up is not to like humble brag. It's more to just speak to how hard voice acting can be and how exhausting it can be on your voice. Because especially if you're playing the voice of a character where it's not your natural voice, it can like hurt to keep doing that voice that's not your natural voice. I think it's just on itch.io. And it's free to play, by the way. It's a free to play game. So but yeah, my greater point with all of it is being a voice actor is a lot more work than you think it is. But at the same time, when I hear that this guy got all the lines out in 4 hours, that means he barely messed up anything. And to deliver emotionally charged dialogue the way he did, I'm even more impressed. That's like incredible. Absolutely incredible. But anyways, I'll leave that one there.